Scott Key Center has been a part of Frederick County since the 1960s and became an adult developmental center in the 1970s, offering employment and services for our residents with disabilities. But recently, the Scott Key Center opened its doors to make room for Frederick County Parks and Recreation with the addition of the Scott Key Community Center.
The other half is still the Scott Key Center. Our half is called the Scott Key Community Center. It was really important to us to kind of keep that name, and especially having a partnership with Scott Key. We wanted to make sure we weren't erasing a history that was here, as this has been a really important building to so many people.
When COVID-19 made its appearance in Frederick County in 2020, the Scott Key Center utilized its free space and turned it into personal protective equipment storage. When storage was no longer needed, Parks and Recreation saw the benefit of the space for community programs and activities, but with a few renovations in mind.
We opened the facility in fall of 2021. Renovations began on the facility in fall of 2020. So it was a year-long project. After we had actually gotten approval to run the facility and create it to be a community center, is when they started the vaccine clinics. So there was a period of time where we started renovations and then we had to kind of pause all renovations while the vaccine clinic was in here. During COVID, they definitely sent people home, and this definitely became more of a storage facility and a warehouse for for the county's extra COVID supplies. So everything from masks and gloves to cleaning supplies, gowns. Once the Scott Key Center wasn't going to necessarily be a warehouse anymore for supplies, Parks and Rec saw a need to fill in the community and utilize that space in a different manner, and so we jumped on it. The Scott Key Center, we reached out to them and kind of talked to them about what their needs were going to look like, but essentially they weren't going to use this wing of the building. There were 3 classroom spaces. We converted the 3 classroom spaces into 1 smaller classroom and 1 bigger classroom. And then we have this gym. It was actually originally, when Scott Key first started, this was some semblance of a gym as well. So we're kind of taking it back to that. And then the front space is a lobby area, and then we have an office as well.
Now that the Scott Key Community Center is up and running, it serves as a permanent location for Parks and Recreation activities for residents of all ages, interests, and abilities.
So we're excited to be able to offer daytime programming here at Scott Key Center. So a lot of our favorite classes we're now able to offer with some daytime slots. A lot of our favorite fitness classes, such as yoga and Zumba, are here with daytime offerings as well as evening offerings. And we have a full schedule during the week for preschool enrichment opportunities.
The rec staff especially have been very vocal about kind of needing a more standalone facility. With the facilities that we do have, we don't have a lot of opportunity for daytime programming. Part of the benefit of us being here is that we are now able to serve people of all abilities and all ages here. We are working towards some programming partnerships coming up in the fall, working to offer a variety of adaptive classes that would not only cater to the general public and people with disabilities in the general community, but also the Scott Key Center.
With the collaboration between Parks and Recreation and the Scott Key Center, members of the Scott Key Center can now use the community center for some physical activity.
Starting in March, and now that the gym is done, the clients from the Scott Key Center have an open gym opportunity once a week here, specifically on Wednesdays, to kind of just come in and enjoy the gym, play basketball. We've got pickleball as well, some bocce, so they have that opportunity to really enjoy the gym space.
The opportunities and availability the Scott Key Community Center provides is something Frederick County Parks and Recreation has been looking forward to for a long time. It is safe to say that residents of Frederick County will be enjoying the Scott Key Community Center for years to come.
I do like how it turned out, yes. It was a work in progress. It was for sure a very quick undertaking, because it was a very quick decision to acquire this facility and renovate it, and it definitely took a lot of legwork from a very large team of people, and I'm very grateful for those people. But it has worked out well, and it is exciting to see the potential that this facility has.